Morning, Gene.
Good morning.
Let's see. I measured. There's actually 9 feet separating us in the mornings.
Yep, at least.
Yeah, okay, just to be on the safe side.
At least 9 feet.
Yeah, okay, and glass.
Glass as well. There's a door, although right now the door is open.
Yes.
So
Okay.
better circulation, as they say.
Yeah, that must be it. Oh, let's see. Today, well, so far this morning, better than it's been the past couple of days.
Oh, how about that weather? I didn't think yesterday morning was that bad. I checked first thing, it was 88 degrees. This morning it was 86, so we're in the right direction.
Apparently, we're moving in the right direction, and coming up, we'll go in depth a bit with the weather and give you an idea. Because, well, yeah, it's getting to that time of year. Things are unsettled, but, hey, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel, right?
Yeah, and it's not a locomotive.
Yes. Heading right towards us.
Anytime.
And I don't know whether Laura will affect us.
Hurricane Laura?
Yes.
Oh, you mean like we might get on some... on the fringe? That would be a stretch.
There's been some tropical storm activity down in the Gulf around Cabo San Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
And that has created some of our humidity.
Yes, sirree.
But we'll wait and see. You remember, August of 76?
Mm-hmm.
And then November of 77 or 78?
Yeah, it was 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
And 76, I believe, was one of those 2 years.
Washed out portions of Interstate 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Moved boulders the size of cars or better into the road.
Yes.
Somewhere I have a picture of that.
I have pictures as well somewhere. We'll have to see if we can dig them out. And, of course, that predated the digital camera on your telephone.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it did, but there were a lot of pictures taken.
Yes.
Somewhere else I have a picture of a vehicle that was taken out of the wash. It looked like it had been sliced with gigantic knives. I don't believe the driver was ever found, but again, it was an example of where people were told, don't go in the wash area.
Yeah.
And he did.
Well, the bridges over Coyote Wash, they're just west of Ocotillo. One of them was washed out.
Yep.
And took several cars.
Took them with them.
Yep. And Coyote Wash, you and I remember that well on motorcycles, don't we?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
I remember that.
Yes.
I remember even better, one of those 2 storms were out in the Ocotillo area. The command center for the Imperial County Sheriff's Office is there, and it's fired up and going. And a pilot flying a TV news group out of L.A. is asking for clearance, and I'm serious about this, clearance at the Ocotillo International Airport. And that was the day we got a good laugh.
Yes, and Mike Cuff was right there with the flags waving him into the
sure
landing strip.
Yeah.
Let's see. Today, by the way, is Banana Lovers Day. Okay. As you are aware, bananas are edible boomerangs. Well, that's what I told Chico at Vaughn's when he asked me to leave the produce department anyway. And today is Tarzan Day. Let's hear it for Tarzan, or Tarzan, or
something.
Yes.
Or bougainvillea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or poinsettia or poinsettia.
Yeah.
Yes, on this date in 1912, the first Tarzan story was published. Okay. And, the Tarzan yell became famous.
Carol Burnett does the best rendition there is.
Undoubtedly. How about some birthdays?
How about?
We've got our big shot birthdays today. Bluegrass singer, banjo player J.D. Crowe is 83. Okay, the beach movies, remember Tommy Sands?
I do.
Tuesday Weld. Tommy Sands is 83. Tuesday Weld, 77 today. Actor G.W. Bailey is 76. Another one, you'd know the face, and you would definitely know the voice. Tim Bogart of Vanilla Fudge, 76. Actor Marion Sagebreck is 75. Actor Paul Rubens. Pee Wee Herman is 68. Alex Lifeson of Rush, 67. Actor Peter Stormare is 67. Diana Scarwitt is 65. Actor Chandra Wilson's 51. Bassist Tony Cannell of No Doubt, 50. Actor Sarah Chalk is 44. Actor Ron Riaco Lee is 44. Actor Demetria McKinney, 42. Actor Aaron Paul, 41. Actor Sean Weiss is 41. Actor Patrick J. Adams is 39. And let's see, actor Amanda Fuller is 36. Actor Alexa Peña Vega, 32. Actor Eller Coltrane, 26. And actor Savannah Page Ray is 17.
To some, the sound of a baby babbling doesn't mean much, but that's not true. They're testing out vowels and consonants and trying different sounds. And by 12 months, their babbling is beginning to take on meaning, especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Learn more at autismspeaks.org. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Kelly Rees, Irene Avila, Wilma Vasquez, Steve Cameron, Ramona Fajardo, Penny Harris, Morella Sasta, Marie Kerrigan, Karen Mazarol, Martin Ronquillo, Clarissa Castro, Vicky Garcia, Jana Heller, Judy Bird, Tina Cruz. Happy birthday! And many happy returns of the same. By the way, yesterday was toilet paper day, but hey, now it's behind us. And today also, Gene, it's rock, paper, scissors day. Okay.
Yeah.
You realize, of course, millions of years ago, cavemen did not play rock, paper, scissors.
What did they play?
They played rock, stick, dirt.
Dirt, okay.
Yes.
And they were dirty, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, we've got news if you're ready.
We do.
Okay. It's a look at World and California news headlines right now, and it is all brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, you call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
CBS News Special Report. Hurricane Laura tore ashore in southwestern Louisiana overnight, toppling tall buildings, knocking down trees, shredding homes. CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti is in Manny.
We're still getting wind gusts up to 120 miles per hour here in the central part of the state. We're going to get flash flooding because of 10 inches expected to be dumped here when all is said and done. And then again, of course, that strong wind capable of flipping over cars and tearing off roofs. The state's entire National Guard has been dispatched here.
First reported death, a 14-year-old girl killed when a tree fell on her home. The hurricane is losing steam, now a Category 1 as it travels inland. Texas Governor Greg Abbott.
The storm continues to rip through East Texas, and so Texans are in danger as we speak right now, and they need to continue to take cover as tornadoes and heavy storms are ripping through there.
CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Whatever the weather brings this summer, you can rely on a York Affinity premium system to keep your home cool and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology and helping to significantly reduce your energy bill. Plus, you can stay connected via our Wi-Fi enabled touchscreen thermostat. Yeah, every York unit is designed, engineered, and assembled in the United States and backed by industry-leading warranties, and affordable financing options are available. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501 to schedule a free evaluation of your system. Contractor's license 696-216.
California headline news: some pro sports teams refusing to play Wednesday as their way of demanding social justice in the wake of the police shooting of Jacob Blake in Wisconsin. The Lakers and Clippers reportedly voting to boycott the remainder of their playoff games. The Dodgers, Giants, and Galaxy canceling games Wednesday night. The Mariners opting not to play their game against the Padres. The Dodgers' Mookie Betts.
I think no matter what, I wasn't going to play tonight just because I have to just stand by my guns here.
Several people arrested when protests against police violence turned violent in Oakland. Officers clashing with demonstrators in Los Angeles as well. 1.3 million acres destroyed by wildfires over the past 2 weeks. Progress reported on the two largest, the LNU and SCU complex fires, now 33 and 23% contained. Cal Fire's Barbara Rubisky says the crews are grateful for the better weather.
With no threat of the lightning, no threat of the erratic winds, it's really assisting with the firefighting effort.
Crews widening the buffer between the edge of the fires and control lines. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
O'Reilly. Get more miles on the road with O'Reilly Auto Parts. A clean fuel system means better gas mileage for your car. Right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts, get 2 bottles of Lucas Fuel Injector Cleaner for $8. Plus, earn double O Rewards points. For a clean, lubricated, more fuel-efficient system, stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Tired of lying awake, tossing and turning, just hoping for a few hours of sleep? Get the sleep you crave with the one-of-a-kind Tempur-Pedic. Only Tempur-Pedic uses proprietary Tempur material that continuously adapts and responds to your body to relieve pressure. So you get deep, uninterrupted sleep all night, every night. The Tempur-Pedic Summer of Sleep is going on now. Take advantage of our best offer of the year and experience your best sleep of the summer. All Tempur-Pedic mattresses are on sale with select savings up to $500. Learn more at TempurPedic.com.
It's page one of the local news. Page one is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the valley. On Imperial Avenue, next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
Taking a look at the latest in the local news for a Thursday morning. 2 murder suspects are in custody this morning. George Gale filed this story.
They are suspected in the murder of Raul Esparza. The suspects have been identified as 39-year-old Daniel Alexander Munguia and 45-year-old Rosita Debra Torres. Both are residents of El Centro. A body of 30-year-old Esparza was found in a burning trash can in September 2019. Imperial County District Attorney's Office officially charged the suspects with murder on Tuesday. Munguia was already in the county jail for assault with a deadly weapon when he was arrested again. Torres was taken into custody last Thursday at her home in El Centro. Anyone with any information surrounding the murder should contact Detective Jeff Malcolm at the El Centro Police Department. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The latest update on COVID-19 is in. Total positive cases, 10,509. Active cases, 813. Recovered cases, that's 9,413. There have been 283 deaths. And those testing positive, are patients tested total so far in the county, 56,957. And we want to remind you that the OptumServe testing site in Imperial Valley is open Tuesday through Saturday. The hours remain 7 to 7. The OptumServe testing sites are at the Calexico Community Center, the Brawley Senior Center, and Veterans Memorial Hall on Imperial Avenue. COVID-19 testing is free and no physician referral is needed. Appointments can be scheduled online at the Optimum Service website, on the Imperial County Health Department website, or by calling toll-free 888-634-1123. Same-day or next-day appointments are available for most people. continue to get tested. We urge you to do that strongly. KXO News Time is 7:43.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers for your service needs. Whether it's a lube job, oil and filter change, brake job, battery or wheel balance and alignment, Quick Lane can handle it. And Quick Lane services all makes and all models. Oh, and by the way, you never need an appointment. Tires, all the best brands at the best price. Guaranteed. See your Quick Lane service advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue in El Centro, right next to Food for Less.
A man was found unresponsive in an El Centro motel. George Gale has more story.
El Centro police received the 911 call Tuesday morning. An unidentified person said a man in a local motel room did not appear to be breathing. The caller reportedly began CPR while he awaited first responders. The man was pronounced dead at just after 1 Tuesday morning. The police say there was no sign of foul play. Caller told police the man may have overdosed. An autopsy will be performed to determine a cause of death. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And that concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Quick Lane, with 2 locations in the valley, one in Brawley, another in El Centro. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. So, we are now able to start opening up. What now? More than ever, respect the mask. Social distance. We want to stay open. The next weeks are risky ones. Dove hunting, Labor Day, cool weather, fall. COVID is still around and things can quickly come apart. This is not about politics or personal rights. It's common sense. Wear your mask, social distance. Allow our businesses to stay open. It's up to you. This moment of caution is brought to you by the Imperial Valley Business Recovery Task Force, ivbizrecovery.com. Page 2 of the local news and in-depth weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
Continuing with more local news, there is progress at the Carmel fire. George Gale has more on that story.
CAL FIRE released the update Thursday. The fire is in Monterey County and has been burning since August 18th. CAL FIRE says the blaze has burned 6,695 acres. They say the fire is now 45% contained. An Imperial County strike team is among the 14 crews assigned to the fire. Evacuations and road closures remain in place. Fire has now damaged seven structures and destroyed 73 others. No injuries have been reported. Among the damaged structures, 6 are residences. 50 homes have been destroyed. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A fire did heavy damage to a Yuma motel. Firefighters responded to the 5th Avenue motel at about 7:15 in the morning on Wednesday. Arriving personnel found heavy smoke and flames coming from structures connected to the office and 5 vehicles on the property. Yuma Fire was able to contain the fire to those structures and vehicles. All occupants of the motel were able to evacuate safely. 5th Avenue between 9th and 11th Street was closed to traffic for several hours. The Red Cross assisted the motel occupants that were being displaced by the blaze. A previously deported sex offender is arrested. Here's more on this story.
He was arrested by the El Centro Sector Border Patrol. Man was found about a mile west of the downtown Kxo port of entry. He was originally arrested for possibly entering the U.S. illegally. A man, a 50-year-old Mexican national, was taken to the Border Patrol station for a records check. It was discovered the man had been convicted in December 2016 for lewd and lascivious acts with a child under 14 years of age out of San Bernardino. He'd been sentenced to 3 years confinement. In 2008, the unidentified man had been deported back to Mexico. Man was being held for federal prosecution. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
David H. West Insurance is announcing Covered California has extended their enrollment period until August 31st. Because of COVID-19, enrollment has doubled from last year. David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in the Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right choice and what fits your budget. Don't hesitate. Call David H. West Insurance today and make an appointment at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says temperatures will remain unseasonably hot for another couple of days, with readings exceeding excessive heat thresholds for the Imperial and Yuma valleys through tomorrow. Temperatures will cool over the weekend and into next week and fall to near to below seasonal normal levels. 114 our high yesterday, 84 the low. Sunny and hot today with a high near 114. Light wind becoming west-southwest about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 85. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. It'll be sunny and hot on Friday with a high near 112. South-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Saturday, sunny with a high near 108. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Mostly sunny on Sunday with a high near 105 and light wind. And right now downtown El Centro, we're looking at 87 degrees, 22% relative humidity. Wind is light and variable. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Pico Market is under new ownership. Did you know? Yeah, don't worry. They kept the butcher, and it's still the best carne asada in town. Carne asada, pollo asada, steaks, and more. Groceries, snacks, soda, beer, liquor, they have it all at Pico Market. And if you spend $50, you get a free bag of ice. And on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, buy 1 pound of chicken, get another pound free. Only at Pico Market, 802 West Pico Avenue in El Centro. They're under new ownership. Same great carne asada. Pico Market.
It's sports time. What's going on in the world of sports? No NBA action in the bubble. All the teams decided not to play amid a player protest over social injustice. In Major League Baseball, several teams opted out of playing again due to protest of social justice issues. The Braves beat the Yankees 5-1 in the first game of a twin bill, and then came back and edged the Yankees 2-1 in the nightcap. The White Sox bombed the Pirates 10-3. Phillies nipped the Nationals 3-2. Blue Jays beat up on the Red Sox 9-1. Rays shaded the Orioles 4-3. The Indians topped the Twins 6-3. Tigers edged the Cubs 7-6. The Mets, they just slipped by the Marlins 5-4. The A's over the Rangers 3-1. Cardinals 6, Royals 5. Rockies 8, Diamondbacks 7, Angels and Astros, Reds, Brewers, Mariners, Padres, and Dodgers, Giants all postponed. High school football returns to KXO. We will have classic high school football games every Friday night on KXO AM 1230 and on the KXO YouTube channel. Our broadcast will feature some of the very best games from the KXO archives, concluding with the state championship game between Milpitas and the Southwest Eagles.
Let's play some football!
Classic high school football is brought to you by the Committee to Elect Jason Jackson, El Centro City Council 2020, La Fonda Bar and Grill. The Camacho family takes pride in serving you your favorite Mexican dishes. El Centro RV Service. Keep your RV or trailer in tip-top shape. El Centro RV Service, Dogwood and Ross in El Centro. Well, Phil Mickelson won a PGA Tour Champions debut by 4 strokes. the tournament at Ozarks National in Ridgedale, Missouri. And he made his debut at the tournament so he could avoid a 2-week break right in the middle of his preparations for the U.S. Open at Winged Foot. Meanwhile, after splitting with his longtime coach earlier this year, former number 1 ranked golfer Jason Day has reached out to another player whom he believes can help him understand his back issues. Day reaching out to Woods, who successfully returned from spinal fusion surgery 3 years ago. And Naomi Osaka, the 2-time major tennis champion, announced she would not play in Thursday's Western and Southern Open semifinal match in reaction to the shooting of Jacob Blake in Wisconsin. Several hours later, the tournament announced that it was pausing play for a day. We've got classic high school football coming your way starting tomorrow night. John Driffle and I will be, we were at the game in 2011. It's the game for the Mayor's Trophy, the city championship. Central and Southwest will tee it up. And, it was played October 21st, 2011. And, we've got games starting at 7 o'clock tomorrow night on AM 1230. Also, it's on our YouTube channel, so you can listen anywhere, anytime on the KXO YouTube channel. Subscribe. It's free, and it's fun. That's it for Sports Time. Stick around. We've got financial news coming up.
Shiloh Inns are open and ready to welcome you back. Hello, I'm Mark Hemstreet, owner of Shiloh Inns. While we practice social distancing, we're still always committed to providing clean, safe, comfortable rooms and friendly service. Shiloh hotel guests and employees deserve the peace of mind knowing that we are always focused on maintaining high standards of cleaning and safety practices. Our American spirit is alive and strong, and while we're all going through these unprecedented historical times, we can face these challenges together. Although we may wear face masks, there are no restrictions on still making travel memories for business or pleasure. So book your next stay with confidence by calling 1-800-222-2244 or visit our website at shilohins.com. Shiloh Inns, affordable excellence. American family-owned and proud of it.
Financial news and a brief look at weather brought to you by Imperial Valley's Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, they do. U.S. stocks opened higher today after Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell said the central bank would look to hit an average yearly inflation rate of 2%, marking a historic change from its existing monetary policy framework. The NASDAQ Composite and S&P 500 rung in new intraday records, adding to their string of consecutive all-time highs. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up 252 points, the S&P 500 up 18. Meanwhile, the NASDAQ Composite jumped 32 points. Powell announced the results of the Fed's review of its policy framework at the virtual Jackson Hole Symposium, saying the central bank would allow for periods when inflation could run hot so that it would average the Fed's 2% target. He also recognized the importance of a strong labor market and said it would ensure that employment does not fall short of its maximum level. Shares of Abbott Laboratories rose more than 7% after the U.S. Food and Drug Administration granted emergency use authorization for the company's $5 rapid response COVID-19 antigen test. Coty Incorporated shares fell 7% after the cosmetics company reported weaker than expected earnings for its fiscal fourth quarter as the COVID-19 pandemic crushed sales. And shares of Box Inc. were up around 8.2% after it reported stronger than expected results late Wednesday, along with strong sales guidance.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialists. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection. Water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 53 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789. That's 352-6789 or 344-2533 in the North End. Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, we do.
It will be sunny and hot today with a high near 114. Light wind becoming west-southwest about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 85. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Friday, sunny and hot with a high near 112. South-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming calm. Right now, downtown, 87 degrees with that 22% relative humidity. Wind light and variable. CBS News is coming up, but we want to remind you that financial news brought to you by Roto-Rooter in El Centro and Brawley. When drains don't work, they do.
No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete Tempstar cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats and air purifiers, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. For Tempstar sales and service, call R&K Air Conditioning at 760-353-7570. That's 353-7570, or visit them online at rkair.net. And yes, they are following all CDC guidelines to keep you and their employees safe. Tempstar quality you can feel.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News brought to you by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation.
News on the hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. A 14-year-old girl is the first reported fatality in Louisiana from Hurricane Laura. The governor says she was killed by a falling tree. The monster storm came ashore overnight as a powerful Category 4. With top sustained winds of 150 miles an hour. In Lake Charles, windows were blown out of a high-rise building and a floating casino rammed a bridge. Street Supervisor Chris Hernandez wants to get to work soon on major flooding on Grand Isle.
Right now, we're just waiting. You know, we got my guys on street department, gas department, putting out emergency pumps in areas they can get to start pumping.
Well, CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti is in Manny, Louisiana, more than 100 miles from where the storm made landfall.
If the power outages here are any indication, there is a lot of destruction. More than 400,000 people are currently in the dark.
CBS News meteorologist David Parkinson says the storm is still a force to be reckoned with.
As this tracks further and further inland, you're going to see more power outages, more trees down, more home damages, and a hurricane well into the afternoon hours.
The police shooting in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and resulting protests and chaos rattled the sports world with a boycott that started with NBA players, spread to other sports, and games were postponed. Ariel Atkins is a guard on the WNBA's Washington Mystics.
I know I matter. We know we matter. I'm tired of telling people that. If you don't know that, you don't think that, then you need to recheck it. And if you have a problem with us saying Black Lives Matter, you need to check your privilege.
In accepting the Republican vice presidential nomination, Mike Pence last night hit hard at a law and order theme.
The violence must stop, whether in Minneapolis, Portland, or Kenosha. We will have law and order on the streets of this country.
President Trump will speak to the convention tonight from the White House. The government says more than 1 million people filed claims for unemployment benefits last week. Bankrate economist Mark Hamrick tells us what's beyond that number.
In total, more than 27 million claims were made across all programs as of the end of the first week of the month, and that includes nearly 11 million under the special pandemic program.
A government revision on the economy puts the shrinkage in the second quarter at a 31.7% annual rate. Bad, but still a bit better than the first estimate. Big change from the Reserve indicating it will keep interest rates near zero, even after inflation has exceeded the 2% target level. That's been good news for most stocks on Wall Street. The Dow is up 293 points. This is CBS News.
Brought to you by Capital One. Capital One's banking app lets you manage your money anytime, anywhere. This is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A.
Ready to take on that painting project? Ask Sherwin-Williams and get 35% off paints and stains with sale prices starting at $25.02, August 27th through September 7th. With 35% off our exceptional paints and stains, you can give some color love to your bathroom, living room, or every room in your home. Shop in store or order online for curbside pickup. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Capital One checking and savings accounts have no fees or minimums and a top-rated banking app that lets you manage your money anytime, anywhere, even from your favorite hiking trail. With Capital One's app, you can check your balance, deposit checks, pay bills, and transfer money from wherever you are anytime you want, even when you're cooking dinner. Open a fee-free checking or savings account online in about 5 minutes. This is banking reimagined. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Consumer accounts only. Approval required. Terms apply. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Summer camps that went ahead with pandemic schedules had to work hard to keep things safe. CBS's Deborah Rodriguez tells us some did succeed.
Some sleepaway camps in Maine have proved kids can have fun and stay safe during the pandemic. A federal study cites 4 camps that kept the virus at bay this summer by requiring COVID testing, quarantines to start, face masks, social distancing, and extensive cleaning and disinfecting. None of the more than 1,000 campers or staff members came up positive. That compares to a Georgia sleepaway where 260 kids and employees, 3/4 of those tested, contracted the virus less than a week after camp began. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Epic Games launched the new season of the hit video Fortnite today in the first update to exclude iPhone and iPad users due to a legal fight with Apple. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
The coronavirus pandemic has affected many businesses in the Imperial Valley. The Small Business Development Center and Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation are here to help. They can assist with disaster loans and other financing, guidance on establishing a safe workplace, workforce concerns, and additional referrals. For virtual counseling services, call the Small Business Development Center, 760-312-9800. Se habla español. For more information on business resources, visit ivedc.com. CBS News, a service of the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Danger, excitement, mustaches. It's time for another episode
with Carroll Buckley, AM 1230 KXO.